Down with the clown till I'm dead in the ground.
Hey, hell yeah, brother.
What's up, chat? Hello, everybody. Welcome to Lineage Break, a Grand Archive TCG live show. I am your host, Cam. With me, as always, is Christmas Steven.
I'm Christmas Steven.
Hello, Christmas Steven.
Merry Christmas
Holly,
and happy
Holly.
holidays.
Yeah.
We are
Jolly Christmas.
On the first day of Kwanzaa.
Is that today?
I believe so.
I thought Kwanzaa started before Christmas. Does it like move around?
I think so. I don't know. I think Kevin posted the other day.
Happy Kwanzaa.
He said like tomorrow is the first day of Kwanzaa or something.
Happy Hanukkah, whatever. You know, whatever you're into. We're into that for you. We're here on holiday break. We are happy to see you. Hope you are all doing well. Hope you all had a wonderful Christmas yesterday, if that is something that you celebrate.
Yeah.
Otherwise, hopefully you enjoyed your day off, because you probably have the day off regardless. So
how was your Christmas game?
it was great. It's good. Christmas is also my mother's birthday, so just, hang out with my mom, celebrate her birthday.
That's sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I spent time with family.
Yeah.
It was a good time.
Yeah.
I'm enjoying
time.
my 2 weeks of vacation.
Mm-hmm.
It's been pretty good.
You want to talk about that game you're playing? Or is
I
that,
don't want to talk about that game. That's for the Discord. We'll talk about it in the Discord, but not on stream. Holy.
But today, chat, I don't know if you guys heard, tomorrow, it's crazy, tomorrow, there's a big old holiday stream at just like the ass crack midnight. Starting at like
so late.
8 p.m. our time. I think the announcements start at 11. So like it'll be going until like 2 in the morning or something. But there is a holiday stream tomorrow from the lovely folks at Weebs, and myself and Steven will be on briefly to hopefully entertain you guys. Hopefully we get our run back from last year, because we did pretty bad last year. So as far as we know, us and our beloved world champion Bobo in the chat are gonna get another crack at not making fools of ourselves this year. So we'll see how that goes. So wish us luck. We'll do our best. But there's a whole bunch of announcements coming out tomorrow. They put out a little picture with all of the things that we're going over in the holiday stream, and so we wanted to talk a little bit about that today. Not its contents, but what maybe we think its contents are, because they've given us kind of a guideline, so we can talk about all that nonsense.
Yes.
Also, maybe we're not here next week. I think I mentioned that last week. We might not be here for the new year, so we're also here to celebrate our new year with you, and hopefully get 2026 off on the right foot. Right, Steven?
Yes, sir.
Because we're moving the podcast to a different place. We're very good at moving this desk and camera to several different locations. Our camera looks very askew today. But so we're moving the podcast, and so we might take next week off to do that. We just have to talk to one Sean Cronin.
Yeah.
About what we're doing. Yeah, we'd like to do a new tour of the space once it's all set up, because we're gonna try, like, obviously we've been here on this nice blank wall for like
4 months.
4 months now. And we have lots of stuff that we want to like decorate the set with and make it a little bit more of a studio, quote unquote. So hopefully once we get that all set up, we'll show you guys what it looks like.
Make it feel a little bit more a podcasty,
less sterile. We're in like a doctor's office is what it feels like. So
yeah.
But moving around stuff, man, I tell you, real estate. Am I right, my fellow millennials? Ha ha
ha
ha. It's expensive, so gotta find a place to put the podcast. But Steven, holiday stream.
That's tomorrow.
It is tomorrow. So we're doing some like community games and stuff. There's a large swath of community creators, which is really cool. Of course, shout out to Weebs. Thank you for including us. We love the holiday stream, and we were like a little bit worried internally that now that there's the creator program and all that it would be, just the creator program folks, which I think would make sense. But there's a whole bunch of non-creator program creators that are going to be there tomorrow, so that's really cool. It's actually like a really big list of people, so I think it'll be a ton of fun. We're very excited, so thank you for including us. Again, we'll try not to make fools of ourselves. I'm gonna really rely on Taylor. I think he's got it. He looks confident. So.
Well, we all looked pretty confident, and we were confidently wrong in every one of our answers last year. I think Taylor said it best in chat. Crashed and burned.
Yeah, it's the hubris, really. So now we're back down on the ground level. No expectations. We're just gonna do better than we did last year, which is do anything at all. So it's a very very low bar.
All we have to do is get one lore question right, and we've done better than last year.
Any question.
Wait, you know what's crazy?
Literally anything. We
were humble. You know what was crazy? Like, we claimed to be the lore guys, and we got that lore question wrong. I think it was rigged against us.
I'm dying on that hill. I think that one was purposefully unclear, and we were taken advantage of.
Yep.
By Bell knowing that we care too much.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we read too much into it.
We read too much into it. And that one I'm dying on that hill, but that whole like Arsenal keeper shit, I don't know. Listen, I'm not, not pointing any fingers, but I'm not going to be there in person. I will be here at this lovely desk
however,
we can eat hot wings if
we could eat hot wings if you wanted. We have the technology to just order hot wings.
No.
We will. We will. Don't worry.
We got to save that for something special. So after community games, we are getting Mortal Ambition Alter spoilers. That's what it says.
Yeah.
Little picture of Kong.
Yeah, we've seen one card so far.
Just one card, yeah.
And usually there's about 15, 20.
Yeah, like something like that.
Right. Yeah. Extra cards to get added to the set.
Right.
Do you have any predictions? What we'll see in this MRC Alter?
Well, I think the obvious. Well, first of all, I think we'll probably just see all of it, which is cool. The set comes out end of January.
January 16th, right?
Oh yeah. Maybe it's not even the end of January. It's before London, right? So it's after Manila, but before London. So Manila is the only pure PTM event. So I think we'll probably just see all of it. Maybe they save something
Manila?
What's up?
For Manila.
For Manila, yeah. Maybe they save something for Manila to give those folks some big exciting thing to talk about. But also we know Weebs is not shy to have a presentation that is quite curt. So maybe they will show it here instead because there'll be more eyes on this, obviously. Mm-hmm. I do think obviously the elephant in the room is Kongming sucks really bad. Mm-hmm. She's really, really giga terrible. There is, of course, hope, and we'll talk about it later, but that she gets meaningful support in RDO, because every champion is supposed to get support, right? Mm-hmm. So maybe she's more playable than we're giving her credit for in RDO, but before then, she does need a little bit of help. And we did see that new Fantasia, with the CR treatment. That card's fine.
My question is, how do you give her more help without breaking her, though? Yeah. That's my issue with mages, really.
They're just so bad, man. They're all so bad.
Because, if we look at Rai, for example, probably, if you give him support for the way he wants to play, the deck becomes overpowering.
Right.
So, I can't see a world where you give Kongming support that makes her viable and not too viable.
Yeah. What? I mean, I think she's at the point now where she just doesn't have a great way to close the game because she doesn't have that inherent scaling that Merlin does, and she doesn't have the ceiling that Rai does, right? So she's stuck somewhere in the middle. Or she can't do the big explosive things. She can't do the consistent thing. So I think that's like sort of what that I forgot what it's called, but what the new Fantasia is leaning towards, because it's like you jump through a couple of hoops, and you empower 7, makes your like leeching bolts for 10, lets you do the Merlin thing.
Right.
They already have done this like bizarre thing with Kongming that she can just like draw more cards than any other deck in the game ever.
Right.
Like when her sort of engine is functioning. And so I think it's probably okay. It is a pretty disruptable thing that she does, right? She relies on this 1/4 staying in play that she doesn't have a whole lot of hard protection for. All of the Terra protection spells are like pretty shit. Like Terra Shield is pretty terrible.
Yeah.
She doesn't have access to like great negates in Terra or in her class identity. So I think she's pretty fragile to be interacted with. So I think it's okay if you make her like a little bit stronger, and just like rely on people interacting with her to make her lose. Because she's not like Astra or whatever, right? She can't like really fight over any of her cards.
Do you think there'd be like you could like do like a Terra negate that empowers based off the cost of the card you negate?
Yeah, maybe. It would just like probably be pretty good, And I think you're right. I don't know how good they want to make her. You want to like find that balance, right?
Right.
Where she's not too good. And I think that is like a weakness on purpose of Kongming, is that aside from like usually being a blue deck, she doesn't have like terrific ways to interact. Or her spell shield, I think, very specifically. She's like very bad at fighting other big damage decks because her spell shield like mills her entire deck. Which makes it pretty bad.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. I don't know how you fix her. I think that they're in the right direction though, at least with the first card, where it's like it does some damage prevention, it empowers a bunch, gives her a way to hopefully close the game. So maybe if we get another like card like that, I think some help for her in the like mid game would be pretty good. I think she struggles a little bit before she gets to level 3 to spin. So she needs a little bit more spinning help. You like just have Fan of 7 Deaths, and that's like the only thing that allows you to generate any sort of card advantage, and they printed that really cool new level 2 Erudite Strategist that nobody plays because it's far too hard at level 2 to spin that many times to actually get advantage out of it. So I think a way to help her spin in the early game would be cool too.
Yeah, you would have to like. The only time I've ever seen success with Erudite Strategist is by immediately dungeon guiding to 3 with like 12 cards in my hand.
How do you do that?
Right.
Yeah.
I've only done it once, and it was cool.
Yeah.
To cast a bunch of Bogwa of Demise.
Yeah.
Vital Demise.
Right.
It was really fun. And then I died the next turn.
Yeah. Yeah, and I know that Kongming's had some like success, but like when it's like, oh, but Kongming did that one thing that one time is like usually not a sign of a healthy champion, right? It's like, oh well, Polcock did win one store championship 3 years ago. It's like, well, great, I'm glad for him, but to have any sort of like actual meta share, I think she needs a little bit of help, and especially like Mage needs some help, man. Mage hasn't been good in like actually forever. Like if I unless we're counting
Merlin.
Yeah, but like every mage deck is like not exactly a mage deck. We have like Razor Girl Kongming. It's a Kongming deck, understandably. But like it's not really a mage deck, right? You play like 2 cards that require you to be Kongming, and the rest of it is like ASIM Protectors and Windmill Engineers, right? Like it doesn't feel evocative of a mage deck, right? And then you have Merlin, right, who just like plays Fireball in her deck, but everything else is like a warrior card and doesn't really feel like a mage deck.
Right.
And so it's been like a really long time. Even like before that, when we had like Erupting, which was like a hybrid Rye Lorraine deck.
Yeah.
Like kind of felt like a mage deck, but Erupting is a tamer card. And most of the time you would go to Lorraine to play Fiery Momentum, right? Like, dude, we need just a fucking morsel of Mage doing well, man.
Just give me a little bit.
Like Mage's cool, man. Give us some support. I understand that Rye was scary, guys. I know Reckless Conversion probably a mistake, but it's okay to let Mage be okay. I think that'd be all right. Like I'm not complaining. I play better mage, right?
Yeah,
she's been great for a long time, but those mage players are suffering, and I know a couple, man. I know a couple mage players that really do want some help, and so here's hoping RDO does that for like the wider mage pool, but I think specifically hoping that Mortal Ambition does that for Kongming.
Yeah,
because she's cool, man.
Yeah. What about the boy in the set?
Yeah, Jin is in a much healthier spot. Yeah. Where like he has been good. There have been metas where he's very strong. Obviously, he was a prime Ryle abuser, which is cool. Like I think that was the coolest thing to come out of Ryle the Abyss was that
Jin was good. Or playable.
Yeah, the Jin was like good. I think actually like a real meta choice. I think he sort of swings in and out too. Like when the format is filled with like these allies decks and stuff, Jin just sort of gets to thrive because they can't do anything about him having I can't die printed on his card. So I think he has a much more reasonable meta share, and then obviously from a class identity standpoint, Warrior has not had a hard time being in the spotlight for the past 3 years.
Right.
So I think he's in a much more reasonable spot where you can like give Jin a couple of cool cards to like do interesting things, but there's not like this expectation that Jin needs to get like so much better, right? He's like pretty good already, and he is the sort of deck that benefits from just like incidental cards getting printed into his sort of strategy. Obviously, he's like usually a red deck, but I think about cards like Teardropped Item are things that would be very good for a deck like Jin. Access to card draw, access to these like exalted cards or late game cards or whatever is pretty cool. So I think that he's okay, and maybe we'll get a card or two.
Yeah, I saw before we started the show, people in chat were talking about Jin and Lost Providence.
Yeah,
that's
sure.
That's a slam dunk. I would love to see someone really brewing up Lost Providence Jin. That'd be really cool.
Yeah. So I think it would be cool to see a couple of cool things, but I hope it's more so. I feel like there is a need for Kongming to get a like reasonable amount of power. And I think it would be cool for Jin to get a different way to play, because I think his current way to play is like pretty good. And he is sort of like Tony in that his level 1 and his level 2 feel reasonably disconnected from his level 3, or at least from his level 3 game plan. Like the XA game plan does not really rely on his level 1 or 2. So I think some more support for his like mid-rangey horse human tribal stuff would be pretty cool.
Yeah, I tried to build a Sundering Moon deck that relied on Sundering Moon.
That card's really cool.
It was cool, but like, it just didn't get there ever.
Right. Yeah. So maybe some support
for
the
lower levels.
Yeah, both of his
level 1 and level 2.
No, his pole arms are pretty sick.
Yeah, I think all 3 of them are.
But nobody plays them.
Unfortunate that that the water one didn't get the UR treatment.
Yeah. That one is really cool though. Yeah, that one's seen the most play actually of any of them, which is interesting.
It's just frustrating because like I like look at them and like it looks so cool next to each other, right?
Hey, maybe maybe we get a. No, they don't do full arts in Altar. I was like, I get a full art Eventide. I wasn't saying that Tony level 1 was bad. It is quite good. I mean that it's disconnected from his Lineage game plan.
Level 2 is the
level
bad
2
one.
Specifically is bad and also disconnected from his
Lineage
game plan.
Yeah.
Poro says rank the 9 classes. Do you think you can do that off the cuff?
Rank the 9 classes
in terms of playability? That's tough.
The wild thing is I'd have to put Tamer pretty high.
Yeah.
Just because Genbu exists.
Yeah. Are we talking about current year, Poro? You let me know. I'll do it off the cuff and it'll be really bad. But you tell me my caveat. What champion is OP right now?
I don't think a hot take.
Merlin. Right now,
I don't think
PTM.
I don't think any champion is too strong right now, which is kind of good.
Right now, PTM. All right, I'm gonna not think about it. Warrior is broken. That's as far as I've gotten. There's 8 more classes, huh?
Yeah.
If you would believe it. I think Cleric is really good. I'm gonna say second place to Cleric. What else exists in this game? Guardian, level 3. Or number 3. That's correct. Seal's extremely good. I think Seal's probably the best deck right now, but like probably not the best class because Tony kind of sucks. Rest in peace. What else we got? I think Tamer's terrible. I think Tamer's like literally the bottom. Ranger number 4. Diana's all right. She's doing okay. I think both Diana's actually all right. I'm gonna say Assassin number 5. Tristan is still good. I think New Merlin is unplayable. Where are we at? We're at number 6. If Tamer's the bottom, who am I missing? Oh, well, maybe Mage is the bottom. So we have who am I missing? I'm missing one, Steven.
Warrior, Cleric, Guardian.
It's hurting my hand.
Ranger.
Chad, who am I missing? And then we go up from the bottom, and it's Mage, Tamer, and then there's one in the middle. Who am I missing? Did I get everybody?
Anomaly?
Anomaly's 9, if we're counting 9.
Well, he said 9.
No, maybe I got them all. I'm not sure. Oh, rank the 9 classes. Maybe there is 9 because they're counting Anomaly. Anomaly is surely last place. She is god-awful terrible. Sorry. I don't know what to tell you. I bought the CUR. She's terrible. I don't know what to tell you. Yeah, okay. So from the top, what did I say? It's Warrior, Cleric, Guardian, Ranger, Assassin, Tamer, Mage, Anomaly. Is that all of them?
Yeah. We did it.
That's my off the cuff ranking. Assassin's maybe a little bit lower than it should be, but I do really think that new
missing one.
What? I do think that new Merlin's really bad. Missing one? I don't know, man.
Yeah, I don't know. He's just trolling us.
Who am I forgetting? I don't know. You're derailing my show, Travis.
There's
7 classes, right?
Yeah.
And then there's 8 is Anomaly, and then he's talking about some like mimetic class that isn't real. Yeah, look at him. He's going, heh. Yeah, Spirit or whatever. Yeah. Spirit is tier 0 because everyone has to play it. All right. Thank you, Al. That's my goat. And then obviously Anomaly is the worst. Sorry, Alice.
That's Al's tier list. Flame him in chat.
Yeah, Assassin's pretty good. That's the only one that I'm like kind of on the edge about. But I think New Merlin's terrible. But Tristan's still pretty good. But she's like pretty good. I don't think she's like crazy. And I don't think she really got anything out of PTM.
Well, before we move on from the Mortal Ambition altar spoilers,
hi.
Do you think that either Dao-Chan or Goja are going to be represented in altar? Because we did see some Luxem cards in AMB originally.
I don't know. That's a good point. I would assume no Dao-Chan stuff. We might get like Terra stuff that Dao-Chan can play, but I would assume no like literal Dao-Chan bonus. I think it would be cool to see a little bit of Goja support though. I think Goja's she's in like a decent place right now. She feels like very similar to Jin, competitive wise, where like she's fine, and I think like Genbu is playable. I think Suzaku is close. I think Byaku's pretty far. So if we were going to see any support for Goja, it would hopefully be either for Byaku specifically or for Luxem stuff, because like basically nobody plays any Luxem cards in your Goja deck because they're all pretty bad.
Right.
But I think she's okay. I think Genbu's actually like down pretty bad right now. So sorry for all of you Tamer lovers. Palvor Sword is a fucker's card if you're playing Genbu.
There was a game that Cam and I were playing. He was playing the new Anomaly Alice.
Yeah.
And he had like milled like a bunch of Jabberwockies and Bandersnatch, and I just like looked down. I was playing Tony, I think. I like looked down and I'm like, Oh yeah, I play Palvor Sword. I put Palvor Sword. He just scooped up his cards.
Yeah, I lost that game. Yeah. But like
fun.
the benefit of playing if there are any of playing Anomaly Alice, right, is that you just get a new graveyard every turn. Specifically that game, I milled every good card and I lost the game instantly. But Genbu can't do that. Yeah. You like get rid of Genbu's graveyard, even if it's like 8 or 9 cards, and they're like, I'm reset to 0. I get to mill like, if I'm lucky, 2 cards a turn. Okay. I guess I'll start again. And that's
you just wait for them you just wait for them to activate it, right? And you're like, I'll crack this girl, put Palvor into play.
Yeah, you get to do that too. They they flip their Genbu and they're like, okay, I'll give him plus some amount of power. And you're like, no, I'll just flip your graveyard. Actually, he's a 3/9 and I'll kill him. So yeah, rest in peace, Gojo players, but that's okay. She had some time in the sun.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think maybe she'll get a little bit of support. Again, this sort of, and I guess maybe it can be a transition to talk about the newer stuff is allegedly a lot of these champions are going to get support in RDO, and so it's hard for us. Like, obviously, Mortal Ambition comes out before RDO does, but it's hard for us to be like, this champion needs support here, because they are, at least as far as Weebs has told us, everyone is getting support. So, like, there will be a Goja card or whatever that you can hopefully put into your deck when RDO finally comes out.
Oh, yeah. I forgot. They're both Divine Relic. Wait. First off, hold on. You could just be playing Astra, all right? I'm not a cheater.
Yeah.
You could just be playing Astra.
He did not grail his Palvor Sword. He materialized it the old-fashioned way.
I did materialize it the old-fashioned way.
Yeah. In that theoretical world. Yeah, you could be playing Astra Guardian.
One day.
Maybe someday.
He's
still alive, probably. So.
Who? Tony?
No, CL.
Yeah, well, maybe.
Maybe he's alive.
I
don't know.
I will hit my broken record. When CL2.
And hit the Fortnite dance.
I will.
For CL2, you'll hit the Fortnite dance.
I will hit whatever Fortnite dance you want.
Yeah.
If CL2 gets posted before the end of the year.
All right, before the end of the year. Okay.
Won't happen.
Yeah. Okay. Belly, do you watch this show? We know it. You heard it. You want to see Steve hit the Fortnite dance? It'll be so good. We'll make a short out of it. It'd be great viewership.
Yeah.
And you play Fortnite, so you know all those Fortnite.
I
dances.
do. Yeah.
I couldn't, like, if you were like do a Fortnite dance, I'd do like the one with the L.
Where you like kicks the legs up.
That's the one that I think of.
But see, like,
I don't know how to default dance. I don't even remember what it looks like.
I would just bury the lead.
I don't know what that means.
Yeah. There's a lot of really easy Fortnite dances.
Oh, well, the chat's got to decide. You said whatever Fortnite dance they want.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Chat's got to decide whatever.
I can't do a backflip.
Yeah, no, don't get him hurt. I don't want to see my wife be hurt.
My king.
All right, so.
Up next, we have our clickbait title. Pantheon. What is it?
Dude. I'm
the only thing that we've known about it since it's been released is that it is a casual format.
Yeah.
And based off of the information that I have about other TCGs and their casual formats, it's probably a multiplayer game. You probably play against each other.
Yeah, I think, first of all, I think it's great. We have speculated a little bit on the show whether or not they would tell us about Pantheon for this stream. And, since they did announce that we're going to be talking about RDO, it, makes sense because Pantheon's supposed to launch with RDO. But it was a little bit unclear how much information we would get. But it looks like, at least according to this graphic, that we're going to get at least details on the format, like how to play or whatever. I don't know if that means we're going to be able to play the format. Maybe there are, pieces of it that don't get announced to us or whatever that don't allow people to play. But we'll at least get a vision on what the format is, which is cool.
We will know what it is by the end of the day tomorrow.
Which is super exciting. Yeah. We've been talking about Pantheon for a while, and I really do think that Grand Archive is positioned well for a casual format, but also needs one because there is not a great casual outlet right now for people to play the game. And I do think that GA, more so than most other card games does sort of encourage people to engage with the game casually. They're very forward with, the lore and this sort of like character identity, and I think it's like really a testament to GA in its short 3-year lifespan, that people are so attached to their characters, where if you compare this to other people in the industry, and I think most notably it's very easy often to compare Grand Archive to Magic the Gathering. I think it took a very long time for Magic to have that level of character association, where people care about Jace or Vraska or whatever, and then they've gotten to a point where they've abandoned it completely,
right?
Because their IP is not strong enough. So I think it's really a testament to GA how strong the IP is, that people give a shit, and I think people have to give a shit to play the game casually.
Yeah.
I think the elephant in the room, that's the second time I've said that this stream. I need a better analogy. Give me a different analogy for elephant in the room.
Elephant in the room. I don't know. I would use that one.
Yeah, the elephant in the room. Is obviously talking about Commander. Again, it's very easy to compare Grand Archive to Magic. Turns out the company's name is Weebs of the Shore. I don't know if you guys know, but that's a reference to that other company that makes that other game. And so I think the easiest thing for people to point to is Commander. I've seen some like mixed responses to that sort of sentiment online, whether people are excited or not excited about it. I am famously a Commander hater, for people that know me, Steven, and anyone else there at home that has played with me in the past 15 years. I am historically really not a big fan of Commander, but I think something that is really important for the way that I engage with Grand Archive is that I do care way more about these characters and about this world, and I think that is probably largely the issue that I had when I was playing Magic with that sort of multiplayer format, is that when I was playing Magic, I was very much a like gameplay forward kind of guy, where I cared about Magic cards because they were like good or did mechanical things that I liked. But I found it very hard to like attach myself to a legend or whatever. I'm not like, I'm the biggest Kalia fan on earth, and so I want to build my Kalia deck, and
this is the part of the show where sometimes it's really good that we have differing opinions.
Yeah.
Because I'm the exact opposite.
Yeah.
I love Commander.
Yeah.
I love Commander because it is a social thing you can do with your friends. I treat Commander like a board game.
Right.
Like, I treat Commander like I'm going to sit down and play a game of Monopoly. I don't care if it lasts, like a single game lasts 3 hours. I'm having fun with my friends.
Yeah.
And that's what I like about a casual format.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't have to like grind. I don't have to do anything. I can just like sit down and have fun with my friends. And that's what I hope that Pantheon is.
Yeah, I think so. I want it to be something where you can sit down and I guess that's sort of where I differ in my opinion on multiplayer stuff. And maybe that's why Commander never like really sat well with me, is I do want to hang out with my friends. But I would prefer, I think if I'm playing a game, to have the game be an important part of that. And I think the best way to enjoy Commander is to have the game not be an important part of you hanging out with your friends, right? Like, you're just spending time with people that you like, and that's great, and you happen to be playing this game. But I'm hopeful that, whatever Pantheon is a way to hang out with our friends and enjoy Grand Archive like together as a collective, which I find it very hard to enjoy Magic when I'm playing Commander. It's not hard to enjoy my friends' company, but it is hard to be like, man, I really love this game, and isn't everybody having a great time when I'm playing Commander? Because usually that is not true. And I'm hopeful that GA can be that, and people can like do cool stuff and enjoy playing the game in a less serious setting. Because it's hard. I mean, like, it happens at locals, right? Like, somebody builds a cool Grand Archive deck and they do something cool. I can be like, man, that was so cool. like sick, you know. And you can do that at a local level for sure, but it's really hard to do that at a competitive level. And then obviously the game encourages people to be competitive because the organized play system is so robust and so rewarding for competitive players that like we usually get a week or two at the beginning of the format where people are like trying stuff out and like doing fun, cool things. I'm like, wow, that's so cool. And then a few weeks into the format, you know, circa around this time, people will start being like, all right, all those new decks are bad. Let's go back to playing, you know, whatever broken meta deck or, you know, oh, I guess Razor Gale's good. Let's all, you know, practice the Razor Gale mirror for 8 hours. So I'm really excited to have people, you know, hopefully enjoy that Grand Archive in a more fun and casual way. Maybe it's not Commander, but I do think that you're right in that it is probably multiplayer, and maybe they, you know, shock us and it's some sort of new take on multiplayer that no one's ever thought of. Right. But, you know, if we're being honest out here in the world chat, it's, you know, it's been 30 years. If there was some revolutionary way to play card games in a multiplayer way, I think probably somebody would have thought out of it. So we'll see. I'm excited to hear though what the GA take on casual is, but most importantly, I'm glad that it exists and hopefully it doesn't suck. I guess it would feel pretty bad if the format came out and it sucks and nobody likes it. But I do have a lot of faith in the GA devs that they know what they're doing. Yeah, and they're people like us. I notice that more and more every day. That they're just like, you know, kind of like you and me for real. And so they are trying to make something that they think will be fun. And I trust that if they're having fun with it, it is probably pretty fun.
I also agree that raid decks would be really sick.
Yeah.
I never played Final Fantasy. I did play a little bit of the WoW TCG, though. And that was always fun. Mm-hmm. I like a PvE.
Yeah.
Arch enemy in Magic.
Yeah, it was there was that casual format that, or sorry, not casual, that fan-made format that they did for GA a while ago. That was, man, forever ago. That was really cool, and that was similar to that.
Houston, OG Houston.
Yeah. Maybe a little bit after that, but yeah, it was around that time for sure. It was really, really old. It was maybe it was I think it was maybe the next one, the one we didn't go to, Ontario, I think maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, just more ways for people to engage with the game, right? And hopefully, I think
not only just like more ways to for people to engage with the game, but like being able to play strategies that don't work competitively.
Yeah,
but are super cool.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
Like a Mark III, right? MK3.
Yeah.
He's seen some competitive play.
Sure,
but like. Being able to just play a whole deck that's just power cell generation, and then
this is my robot stack.
Yeah, it sounds super cool. Yeah. Like, I mean, maybe it's me beating a dead horse because I love robots.
Oh, you like horses too?
No, I don't.
Oh,
but you could play a horse deck, right?
Play your equestrian deck.
You know, put that paired mind into your deck.
Paired mind, kindred souls, broken. Yeah, I think I hope it's a backbone for people to engage with the game and. Even if it isn't this like sort of revolutionary way to play Grand Archive, I think something that's beating an ordinary horse, yeah, it's pretty good. I think something that's really poignant about GA, and I think one of the big reasons why it sort of points to this being a multiplayer format, is that every card in Grand Archive since the beginning of time is worded with multiplayer in mind.
Correct.
If you've ever, like read a Grand Archive card and like, sort of you like get to a point where you play Grand Archive and you disassociate from the rules text, right? You just like, oh, I understand what this card does. And you like don't sort of parse what the words are. But like anytime,
this is like target player.
Yeah, it's like target player or target opponent or each opponent or whatever. Every single card that they've made with GA was made with some sort of multiplayer in mind because you can currently play multiplayer Grand Archive. But I would be, I think, stunned if that wasn't, with Pantheon in mind.
Right.
So,
yeah.
But hopefully it's a backbone for people to enjoy the game in that way. And so even if it isn't this like revolutionary way to play the game that we're not even, thinking of, if it isn't that, hopefully it will give the backbone for people to do that.
Right. I'm also like super, I think it's a good time to announce Pantheon 2, especially because of all the turmoil that's going on in the community with how expensive some of the cards are.
Right.
right? If you give this casual format, now players that have had this like pain point have a casual way to use all of the cards that they previously owned to build a new deck and have fun with it again. Rejuvenate people's love for the game.
Yeah, I think it's pretty big too that there are so many cards on the market that feel like pretty bad to open, because it is a collector's game too at the end of the day, and so if you're opening your, like, albeit expensive product, right, and you open your case of PTM and then you open you're like DJB Jason, you open like 8 copies of Roland, right? That like feels pretty bad, but hopefully if there's a casual outlet that will give some new life to these cards that are a little bit underrepresented in the competitive scene, and maybe people really fall in love with whatever terrible CSR that you really want to play, your Zhang Fei or whatever, right?
Your book guy.
Your book guy. Hey, that guy's pretty good. All right. But yeah, so I'm hopeful, and I think that they are very aware of the audience and how the player sentiment is, and so I agree that I think this is a good time for a new casual format. And I think it is also a good time for reprints. And so we are getting the RDO product sheet as well. That is going to be following our Pantheon format announcement. And I think, like you said earlier, they put out that statement a couple of weeks ago, last week, whatever, about the reprints of the Divine Relics because people are really concerned about price. And it shows that they are very much aware, right, of how the player sentiment is right now and what the sort of pain points that the player base is working with are. And so I would be pretty shocked if we didn't see that sort of sentiment get carried forward. They're like very aware that card price is an issue.
Right.
And so, we already know that we're getting plenty of Divine Relic reprints. 7, I think they said, are getting reprinted. I don't think that we know what all of them are. Is there 7 Divine Relics?
There's one for every set, right? How many sets do we have?
8? So we're missing one? We don't get a reprint of Temporal
Spectrometer for sure. That already got a reprint, right?
But anyways, yeah, we're getting some reprints of Divine Relics, and I would be pretty shocked if we didn't get reprints of other cards as well. There are plenty that are on the market right now that are pretty expensive. I was like stunned,
specifically the blue one.
Stunned that Fracture Eyes wasn't in PTM.
Yeah, holy man!
And I'd be eating my shoe if they don't put it in RDO. It just makes no sense to me. So yeah, I think that we see some of that, and I'm curious how much they'll show us, because like it's the product sheet, and normally on the product sheet we like don't really get any cards, right? Like I'm trying to think of like
sometimes they'll
PTM,
give us art,
like maybe we'll get some like art in the background, right? Like I'm trying to visualize a product sheet in my head,
but we've never.
We usually don't get a card. I guess this is on a stream, so like maybe they'll give us a card or two to be like, oh, here's a sneak peek. But like RDO is pretty far, man. This is like April? This is the beginning of announcement season. So, listen, man, I'll talk about that cosplay. We'll figure that out. This is the beginning of the season, so I don't assume we're gonna get a whole lot. There's a whole 3 months of RDO to go, and of course we do have Mortal Ambition coming out sooner, so I think the focus will be probably on that as that set comes out in just a couple of weeks, and then maybe like London. Right, we'll start seeing some more stuff, because we have like a weird gap this season where we have a couple of events in January. There's nothing in February, I don't think. Right, there's no events in February.
No ascents.
Yeah, and then there's no events in March until the world premiere at Los Angeles. So like we're going to have these couple of events in January, and then like sort of like a 7-8-ish week break of no ascents, which means there's no inherent place for them to reveal a bunch of cards. So I'm curious how they will handle spoilers for RDO because at least from what they've said, it's pretty big.
Yeah.
So there's assumingly a lot to show.
So that being said, though, there's not that many ascents this season.
Yeah.
So you should fly to Massachusetts for Webway Regionals, which is January
17th.
17th.
It's very soon, actually.
Yeah.
So come up to Massachusetts Regionals. You should. Tickets are on sale now. You can find them on our website. And also, I don't know if I posted them on places other than local. So some heater raffles. There'll be some stuff. You coming, Alex?
Hell yeah.
Quakeums will be there. You should be there. If Quakeums is going to be there, you should be there.
I need my revenge. I need my revenge.
Me too.
That guy
beat him up in the parking lot.
That guy killed me in like 4 minutes.
So, hey, Steven.
Hey,
speaking of events.
Whoa, we're doing so good in this. Oh man.
There's some event announcements coming up, and I will say, me, kinda work with companies sometimes, contractor for TM32, which means I go to a lot of these events. I will tell you wholeheartedly, I have no idea what's coming after Singapore. I don't know what the rest of the year looks like, or let alone the rest of my year looks like. Because I don't know, am I working these events? Maybe. I don't know what any of them are. And so I'm pretty excited to see what the fuck's going on the rest of the year, according to the internet, because I don't know anything. But according to the internet, this picture on event announcements is a picture of Osaka in Japan, apparently. And chat saying it, the internet saying it. Apparently, this is a picture of Osaka, which would be pretty cool. Japan was pretty neat. Going back would be neat. Hopefully, I'm working that event. Please.
All I know, I'd like to go to Japan, and
it'd be cool.
I'm probably not going to any events this year. However, if there's a Japan event,
could be cool.
I might splurge.
We have a dear friend of ours who is off for the entire month of October, and was talking about going to Japan. Maybe this is in October. That would just be perfect for my life. Personally, that would be great.
Bow on top.
That would be great. So Osaka, October, thoughts? I mean, listen, man, we don't have that many more months, right? We're booked up until August, and then it's another what is that? 4 months left in the year. So maybe this is it next year. Who knows? Maybe this is Osaka 2028. I have no idea.
Yeah, all I know is I have to address this because it just came up in chat. Perfy, no. I love you, man. If anyone's being Cam's butler, it's me. Come on.
I will let you cosplay ACL, though. Of your own accord. You should come to regionals and cosplay ACL.
Yeah.
I will pay for your entry to the event. Not your plane ticket or your hotel, but I will pay your $35 to enter.
And I will pay for your dinner that night.
Oh, that's pretty huge. That's value right there. Yeah, there you go. It's a chain. We just
you can butler for me.
Yeah.
Cam says, "Get me a drink," and I say, "Hey, Perfy, get Cam
get me a drink." yeah, it's the conveyor belt.
But if this is Osaka, that's super exciting.
But yeah, I don't know what else. The event schedule is a little bit thin at the moment.
I would also like to point out, of the events we know of, there's one in the States.
Well, it's LA and Vegas.
Oh, okay. So yeah.
So there's two, but this year, by the way, there's only two events, especially because our nationals is now also in Vegas, so we don't get there's Ascent Vegas and then also nationals in Chicago or whatever. So there's only two events in NA right now, and yes, I understand we love USEA, and I understand that you have a much bigger player base than we do. But yeah, we're our NA events, and those are over there. We need something over here.
Yeah.
All right.
East Coast.
Come back.
Even if we have to go to fucking Florida.
Florida, New York. I'll go back to Canada. Whatever, man.
Canada's sick.
Around here.
We should go to Quebec this time, though.
Well, that's on that side.
Or not Quebec.
Fuck them. That's over there.
Montreal is the one I'm thinking of. The other French one.
Oui, Francais. So yeah, almost half the year. Yeah, Bobo's right. We have plenty of stuff, and so hopefully there's a couple of announcements, we do get usually around this time is when we get like the new calendar, right? Like we got this current calendar at Worlds.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So like it's been about 6 months since Worlds, and about every 6 months we get here's the new Grand Archive calendar. So lines up pretty well. That you may sleep in Weber games. That is 100% fine. I'll even leave the heat on. Free lodging. Could be cool. So yeah. Here's hoping. I forgot about this one.
This is the one this is the one I've been hoping to, waiting to talk about. So the last segment that we have, or image that we have on this announcement for the holiday stream, is a beautiful picture of Arisana selling some potions. And it says merch announcements.
Yeah, I wish I had one of those like tearaway T-shirts, so they finally unleashed me. We know where Ari is. Well, I guess this is less exciting than it could be, because obviously we're talking about RDO tomorrow, and we know that every like champion's getting spoiled or whatever. So yeah, Ari's in it. We sort of expected Ari to be in it. It's not like if this was like brand new set is announced and then we get a picture of Ari and be like, oh my god, Ari's back. It's like, well, she is back because everybody's back. But this is definitely art that we haven't seen. I don't think that this particularly looks like, I don't know, like this doesn't look like art that would be made specifically for merch, if that makes sense.
Right.
So like this is probably like card art of a card that we haven't seen from RDO. Which is very cool.
Which means very cute. It could be a playmat.
It's very cute. Yeah, it could be a playmat. I agree. Yeah, I just don't like, this doesn't look like we made this specifically to put it on, a deck box or whatever, right? But
Ari deck box when?
They did very specifically, as you said, it says merch announcements, and they chose to use a picture of Ari, and they chose to use one that we haven't seen before.
Yep.
So it's like kind of a big deal. Maybe we're finally getting some fucking Ari merch. Listen, man, for like easily top 3 most beloved characters in Grand Archive by numbers. That's not just me. That's by numbers. There's like no Ari merch. It's like actually crazy. Kind of insane. Like there's no fucking deck box. We got some playmats in ALC. Where's our Ari merch, man?
Right.
We got like a coaster. We got our coaster a billion years ago.
I'd also like to bring this up since we're talking about merch.
Yeah.
I got a fucking a chip on my shoulder. I got a bone to pick.
You have 2 deck boxes. I just want that to be clear.
Yeah, Diana, 2 deck boxes. Anyways.
No, I mean Tony and Seal. Both have deck boxes. I'm just saying. No,
First off.
I'm just saying.
I don't have a Tony deck box. I didn't get to go to that event.
Yeah, I mean the royal you 2 deck boxes.
I'm just saying.
All right.
Not what I was complaining about.
Hey, if you guys have a Tony deck box, hit me up.
Not what I was complaining about.
All right. I was just getting ahead of it.
Like a year ago.
Yeah.
They announced that they were Weebs of the Shore
oh, no.
was teaming up with M-Rage to make a jacket, and then we've heard nothing.
Well, yeah, where is that?
Where is my M-Rage jacket? I will not let them forget. Yeah, do not forget.
True. That's true. That was a long time ago, and they have said literally nothing about it.
Every time I see Cam wearing his Mori Calliope
or today
M-Rage jacket, I think about what could have been.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously, we know it was going to be fucking Merlin. Yeah, it was going to be Merlin. No one gives a shit. I will not let the people forget that there was an M-Rage jacket promised to us.
I don't know what happened, honestly.
I don't either.
It's been a long time. And, it's a small company, M-Rage. And, their announcements move pretty slow.
Yeah.
They, announce a thing, and it comes out, half a year later.
Sure.
Understandable.
Sure.
It has been a long time, though. That was...
I'm the champion of our people right now, though. I want a jacket. I need a new winter jacket.
That wasn't Worlds. That was last holiday stream? Is that right?
I think so.
Was that actually 1 year ago? I don't know. Maybe we hear about it. Fucking merch announcements, right? Maybe it's time. Maybe we finally see it.
That'd be sick. Also,
I don't know what's going
Just
Santa Clara? That's insane. Is that true? That's fucked, dude.
That's crazy.
Santa Clara was like 60 years ago.
All I'm saying, I won't let people forget. All right.
Yeah, 2024 holiday stream. And yeah, Taylor's right. You guys don't know what you're talking about. You're contradicting yourselves. But anyways, it's been a long time. Yeah. And yeah, don't let the people forget.
No, I want my M-Rage jacket.
That would be cool. They make great clothing. I can't recommend enough that you buy it when it comes out in 2029. It'll be sick. So, yeah.
I know for a fact that Taylor's not always right. Watch last year's holiday stream.
Sending that guy a poisoned coating oil in the mail.
That was mine.
Yeah. Merch is exciting. And hopefully it's our merch. And maybe other people merch, like whatever. It is worth noting, though, that this is sort of out of the ordinary, I would say. I would say that, like, usually when it's like a normal amount of merch, like new compact deck boxes are announced, or like new double deck box when like Tristan got announced, or when Alice got announced. It is part of the announcement stream, but it is usually not a like, you know. And we have merch announcements, right? It's like, oh, and by the way, there's a new deck box coming out, right? Mm-hmm. So maybe this is bigger than that. They're going out of their way to be like, here is merch announcements. Yeah. Or it is like just like multiple things. It's like, here's a new double deck box, and here's these new playmats, and here's this M-Rage deck.
Right.
You know.
I think we could look to last year and probably guess
I don't
on
even know what
things.
they
This is the Kong Ming box, right?
True,
like,
yeah.
So we didn't see something of that caliber this year, which would be cool to see, like another champion get like a Christmas outfit.
Sure.
You know,
it's
CL.
Kong Ming again.
No, that's
CL.
It's CL.
Sure,
CL needs some love. In TP Duelist says there's a miniature coming out. Yeah, there was a Merlin that they revealed or at Aki.
Yeah, she's a I forgot how big she is. I think she's one
1/16 or 1/1.
She looks a little bit bigger than a 1/8 scale, which is typical for anime figures. Usually 1/8. Sometimes they're 1/6, and those are like pretty big. I think she might be 1/7. Yeah, she was pretty big. She looked good. She wasn't painted, but she was very detailed. I'm not sure if they announced who the company is that's doing it for you anime figure people. Myself included. I don't remember what company it is. If it's one of the big ones, I assume it's one of the big ones, but I would have to double check before I go spouting off things that I don't know. Yeah, when can we get a Daki? Dude, I tell you, that's what the merch announcement is. It's the RE Daki. I will lose my mind and all of my money. Yeah, something like Kotobukiya or Good Smile or something. I'm not sure who did it. Maybe it's individually done. I have no idea the way that the weebs work. Looks really good though. So yeah, maybe we'll see more like pictures of that. She was unpainted, as I said. So maybe we'll see the painted version. That'd be pretty sweet. She was very fragile, so we couldn't pick her up because I believe she was like the prototype. So she wasn't like whatever the final product is going to be. She was the one prototype for design, I think. So maybe we'll see a more realistic one. But yeah, merch outside of the game is really cool. I tell my friends I wish our game had merch outside of just deck boxes and sleeves. Yeah, it's really cool to see things that are not exactly TCG accessories, but also, you know, we love the TCG accessories. My hope, my giant hope, is that I need a different deck box SKU than the Ascent box and the compact box and the double deck box. I want one that's in the middle. That's what I want. I want it is not quite the double deck box, but is bigger than the Ascent box. That's the SKU that I want, so that I can fit Ari in it with her 12 bolts and 6 herbs and sideboard and material deck. Arisana, ingredient pouch in real life. True. It's just a sack full of dirt.
That's a dice bag with dice in it.
What's in the middle between a double and a single? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I need. I need the RE box.
What is that? What is that company that does the double deck box that has the small compartment in the dice tray?
Mana Moon?
Yeah, it's
Mana Moons are pretty cool.
Yeah, that's the middle.
Give me the GA official Mana Moon deck box. Murgold said that he was going to design me a custom RE deck box. He said those words to me, so I'm waiting for him to get on that.
It's 1/6.
She's 1/6 sales. She's a big girl. She's a big girl. You staple 6 of those together and it becomes Merlin.
I don't know what that says.
It says something in Japanese. Maybe we'll see it at Osaka. Thank you, Perfy. Yeah, he did say that. And he will be designing me one. And then we will sell it and make millions of dollars. Yeah, and then we will be rich sultans.
The Murgle / LB.
Through the collab deck box?
Yeah.
It just has all of our faces printed on it.
Yeah. Mostly just Murgle's.
Yeah, it's mostly Murgle. Well, he's on the front.
Yeah. You open it up, it's us kissing.
Yeah. Perfect. Yes. 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 I hope you like the art on Bailey's Ari poster at Worlds. I don't know if I saw it. Bailey's Ari poster? I don't know. Yeah. I can't say I'm familiar. So I'm very excited. That's the quality I'm getting. I can't wait. It sounds great. All right, Chad. It's actually getting kind of late. We do kind of have to run. You hand painted it. That goes crazy. Please send me pictures. We have to run. Gotta go get some lunch and then open a store or whatever because I'm back to work today. So
I can't even imagine.
It's good to be here. It's good to be here. Thank you guys so much for watching. We will see you here, right? Here tomorrow night for the holiday live stream. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you guys watch that holiday live stream. I think it's going to be pretty cool, so you should tune in. Yes, I know, especially for you people on the East Coast, it's at like a fucking billion o'clock because Silidar can't get out of bed before 4 p.m. Me neither, so I get it. But we are excited. There's going to be lots of creators there, and then hopefully lots of cool stuff announced. If you want to catch us, you can catch us here every Friday, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Asterisk.
We may or may not be here next week. I think we might be taking the week off as we move our studio, quote unquote, to new location. So we might not see you for New Year's. We will see if we can squeeze it in, see what the schedule looks like. Because of course we're gonna have lots of holiday stream goodness to talk about next week. But if we don't catch you, we will find you the following week. You can find us on the socials, on the Twitter, on the Bluesky, on the Discords. You can find us all over the place. Just like, search Lineage Break. You'll find the both of us probably.
And if you want to hang out with us occasionally, hit me up for that Discord link. I'll get you in there. We hang out. People talking there all the time. It's a good time.
It's a good Discord with only the coolest people. So if you want to be one of the coolest people, you have to meet the bouncer at the door, and he will let you know whether or not you can come in.
Yep. All right. Thanks for watching, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh, no. The mouse turned off again. Oh, no.
Oh, no. Oh, no. It's the awkward moment.
Oh, no.